On October 21st, Honorable Wike, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, took a highly questionable step by launching a housing project for 40 judges in Abuja's Kantape district. Wike proudly stated that the land had been licensed to Julius Berger Construction over 20 years ago but remained undeveloped, prompting him to revoke the license and repurpose the land. But beneath the surface of this supposedly noble project, serious concerns about integrity, impartiality, and political manipulation emerge. Present at the event were Chief Justice Kudirat Kekere Ekun and President of the Court of Appeal Monica Dogban Mensah, adding a veneer of legitimacy to the event. Yes, the National Judicial Council, the body that should rightly be responsible for judges' welfare, was sidelined in favor of Wike's direct involvement. Why was this project not entrusted to the NJC? Why was this project not in that regard addressed to the appropriate court? And the answer seems obvious. Wike, a controversial political figure, has vested interests that go far beyond mere public service. Wike is no stranger to legal controversy in Nigeria. Numerous cases involving the Rivers State House of Assembly clash and the political battles between APC and PDP. His party are still active in the court, with many of them unfolding at the Federal High Court and even the Court of Appeal. Wike may not be an official party to these cases, but he has a long track record of public utterance, commentary, and involvement, even backing his process as they filed this suit using two former NBA presidents and SCNs to undermine the judiciary, with which he often referred to as having good lawyers by his standards, while referring to judges who rule on ex parte orders without putting defendants on notice as sound judges. How convenient that a politician with ongoing legal entanglement would choose to build houses for the very judges who may preside over matters that could impact his political future. You see now, it gets sense. Some people are there hailing him. The same people that go to judge that matter is the one that is trying to build houses for, and yeah, and ignorant people are hailing and clapping for him. Even more disturbingly, while Wike claims to have the right to build these houses, he appears to believe he also has the right to allocate them. He said out of the 40 units to be constructed, 20 will be allocated to the FCT High Court, 10 to the Federal High Court, and 10 to the Appeal, Court of Appeal, illustrating how he plans to assign the proposed houses to the judges of various courts. This overreach not only undermines the decorum and integrity of the judiciary, but could easily be interpreted as an attempt to buy favor. Judges whose independence is paramount now find themselves indebted to a political figure with stakes in multiple lawsuits, a clear conflict of interest, and should alarm anyone concerned with the separation of powers. The irony in Wike's justification for building judicial housing cannot be overlooked. His claim of protecting the judiciary from manipulation rings hollow when the very act of providing and distributing houses to judges constitutes a clear form of influence over an supposedly independent institution. The contrast is striking. No such grand statements about institutional protection were made during the completion of the vice president's residence. This scenario unfortunately demonstrates how the judiciary has potentially compromised its independence by accepting such politically linked benefits. Wike's decision to take control of this project, while excluding the Ministry of Justice, risks of political opportunism. His sudden interest in the welfare of the judiciary, especially while he is involved in high-stakes legal battles, raises concerns red flags about his motives. He is building houses to shelter judges, or is he building influence and leverage over the very system meant to hold him accountable? Moreover, Wike's revocation of Julius Berger's land license introduces yet another layer of a scandal: land grabbing. Should the construction company contest the revocation, the case would inevitably go to the courts that now stand to benefit from the same land at the center of the dispute. How can the public trust that such a case would be handled impartially? This is not just a speculative concern, but a direct threat to judicial neutrality, and it sends a wrong message, no matter how you're going to look at it, to foreign investors. If even the judiciary can be compromised by political power plays, what guarantees are there for fairness in legal disputes involving international businesses? What should have been a straightforward project to address the long-standing needs of judges has instead morphed into a political scandal. Wike's actions, far from being a solution, are a clear and present danger to Nigeria's judiciary. They undermine judicial independence, open the door to corruption, and tarnish the credibility of an already fragile system. If Wike truly cared about the integrity of Nigeria's institutions, he would hand over the project to the Ministry of Justice and allow the power or the proper authorities to manage it without political interference. But given his track record, it is hard not to see this as an orchestrated attempt to position himself favorably with the judicial system. At a time when public confidence in the judiciary is already wavering, Wike's actions do nothing but further erode trust in one of Nigeria's most critical institutions. The judiciary must not only be independent, but to be independent, and Wike's involvement puts that independence in serious jeopardy. His move raises far more questions than it answers, and the public deserves transparency, not political maneuvering. Yeah. Showore has come out to say it the way it is, that is exactly what he's doing to bribe them. Who in his right senses will not think about this, because they are always concerned about the judiciary? Why not teachers? Why not doctors? Why not engineers? Why not other professions? No, 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 no. Not to even talk about children that are roaming the street. Now they are talking about how to chase the beggars out of Abuja, but they are not doing anything concerning those ones. We're talking about judges build and build and build after you have increased their salary, and you expect people to think that you are okay. No, like it's been said, where is the separation of power as we speak? And why is it that this so-called a judiciary, those who know the law, there is a separation of power which they are supposed to be in charge of their own fare? How come they descended low to the extent that the executive is the one that will be cutting the show for them? It's so ridiculous. Instead of them to make the laws that it will not stand, they are there doing what they don't understand. How did this thing, like, question most people do ask is that how did we get here? How did we get here? Gradually we got there, and nobody can, they cannot pull out. But the abnormal things must be done in an appropriate manner. Well, in the first case, are the judges don't have houses? Are they homeless? Judges are very high cadre ranking officers in our society. They have official residences right from immemorial. What nonsense is Wike, Adolf Hitler conjuring? Are there no standard procedures for building houses for judges? How can someone like Wike in this country be using his office to build houses for judges? The answer is very obvious. Please, Nigeria should resist that. This should not be. Wike's indecency, bitterly, devilishly interest to corrupt the judiciary, and is the one who is saying that so that they will not be manipulated. Believe that man at your own peril. And he contradicts them himself every now and then. He does not even think that I need to take things easy. I need to do things so that it won't appear that I'm, trying to be threatening people. He does not even think in that direction. Yeah. This is how he induces judges with houses and other subtle gifts. Why is the FAC Abuja Federal High whatever they call it getting 20? No wonder Lifu and Omotosho always give him what he wants. Even his stooges in Rivers State always runs to FAC Abuja to get their kangaroo judgments. They leave all the courts in Rivers, the judiciary continue to rubbish and compromise themselves. No wonder politicians don't even reckon with or respect them anymore. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.